Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back with the Sutherlin Bulldogs hosting the Coquille Red Devils. And the teams are coming out onto the court right now. Sutherlin Bulldogs. Game between the Lady Red Devils. Lady Red Devils had a loss of 35-30 over Sutherlin. And we're introducing the Coquille Red Devils coming out onto the court. Number 2, Deegan Johnson. And number 3 is Jericho Jones. He's a senior this year. Johnson's a junior. Jackson Corbis, number 5, is a senior this year, along with number 11, Peyton Leap, also a senior this year. Number 14, Talon Dubazar, a junior this year. And that's the starting lineup for the Coquille Red Devils. I got the first 4 players for Sutherlin, but because of an injury, the coach was indecisive at the time of who number 5 was going to be out there on the court, so we'll do our best to bring him to you. Number 1 is Corbin Jacobs. He's a senior this year. Number 3 is Colton Jacobs. He is also a senior this year. Number 5 is Aaron LaPre, a sophomore this year. Number 13 is D'Artagnan Calvert. And number 23 is Xavier Cafferata, and that's the starting lineup for the Sutherlin Bulldogs. And Peyton Leap in the circle, ready for the tip-off, waiting for Bulldogs to come out, and out into the circle, tipping off is number 23, Xavier Caparata, tipping off for the Coquille boys. Ball is up, tip goes to Coquille. And there's Leap. Right off the bat, gets tripped out on the court, nothing called. Ball comes down into the corner for Sutherlin. Top of the key. Caparata signaling for the ball. It's passed to him. He's on the wing extended. Service getting out there. Leap. Bounce pass to the low post. The shot goes up for 2. And that was Calvert with the score. Coquille in possession of the ball, bringing it into their front court. There's Jones. Pass back out. And a quick steal by Sutherlin, taking it all the way to the low post. The shot goes up, and it's good for 2. It's 4-0. 1 minute into the game. Coquille trying to take it to the low post. He puts the shot up, no good. Rebound Sutherlin, and they bring it down into the front court. Shot goes up, and second shot goes up as they got their own rebound. Leap with the rebound for Coquille. As a pick is set for him. And he tries to take it all the way down to the low post. They're going to call a charge on the guy. Trying to get to the low post and bumping into one of the Sutherlin players. The ball is inbound. And a leisurely stroll over the timeline. Number 3, Colton Jacobs. Pick up the pace as they try to get to the low post. The shot goes out, and a bounce pass brings it back up. Jacobs headed for the low post. He loses the ball, and Jones taking it down. Dubazar puts it up, but no score. Ball is inbound. Sutherlin bring it into the front court. They find Corbin Jacobs on the wing. The right-hand side. Ball comes back out top of the key, wing left. 3-point shot goes up, no good. They get their own rebound. He puts a shot up. Caught on the travel, no score. Coquille inbounding the ball. And Jones back out to Johnson. Johnson brings it over the timeline. Down at the court is Corbis. Bringing it up to the top of the key. Taking it all the way home. And a foul called against. Another charge. Wow. Ball is inbound. And that is Colton Jacobs bringing it over the timeline back to Jacobs. Top of the key, out to the wing, drive inside. Spins, puts it up for two, and it's good. That was Calvert. 5:22, Bulldogs up by 6, 5:22 left in the first. First period coming to you by Coquille Toyota. Three-point shot went up by Leap, no good. Rebound Sutherlin. Long pass down into the front court from the elbow, for the wing. The shot went up, no good. Coquille, Leap, driving forward, taking it all the way to the low post. He puts it up and draws a foul as well. That's 2 on the board for Coquille. And on the foul line, Peyton Leap. One shot. The official signals. Here's the shot for the Red Devils. Ball is up, no good. Rebound, Sutherlin. Bulldogs bring it into their front court. On the wing, right-hand side. Left-hand side, rather. Ball's out top of the key. A bounce pass onto the paint. Spins to put it up, and the shot goes up, gets his own rebound. As Coquille takes it all the way down for a quick layup. There's Corbus, puts 2 in the bucket. It's 4. 6-4. Sutherlin brings it into their front court. Again, that's Colton Jacobs. He spins, puts it up for 2. Rolls off, no good. Rebound, Coquille. Udegar with a quick layup. Beautiful work. As Sutherlin brings it into their front court. It's a 6-6 ball game. And a pass and a quick shot up, no good. Rebound, Coquille. And a foul against number 5, Aaron LaPrate, on the Sutherlin side of the ball. And checking in for him will be Riley Courts. Coquille with the ball inbound. They find Corbus. There's Leap on the foul line. He drives inside, puts it up for 2. Too strong, no good. Rebound Sutherlin. And Jacobs bringing it down into the front court. Pass to the low post, and the shot goes up for 2. That's good. That was Courts. As Coquille brings it into the front court. Down into the corner. Ball will be inbound from in front of the Sutherlin bench. Ball's inbound. On the wing, looking for somewhere to go. Ball brought in, picked up by Worley. Top of the key. Three-point shot goes up, and no good. Rebound, Coquille. On the wing, extended. And down in the corner, Jones. He drives forward. Lane closes up. He comes back out. Oh, pass to the low post. Intended for Leap is missed and out of bounds. 2:36 left in the first. And a slow stroll across the timeline. That will be Colton Jacobs, senior this year. Ball down on the wing. Bounce pass. Brings it up to the top of the key. Overhead pass trying to get to the low post. Comes back out, and it's picked up by Worley. Bounce pass back out to Courts. Top of the key. Down to the low post. Spins for the shot. Out had it tapped away. Oh, we're going to call a foul. That'll go against Peyton Leaf, trying to get that shot blocked. And checking in. There's a shot from the foul line. It's up, and it's good. On the foul line is Corbin Jacobs for the Bulldogs. 3 fouls on the Coquille side, 2 fouls on the Bulldog side. And here's the second shot from the foul line. The ball is up, and it's good. Score is 10-6. Inbound ball for the Red Devils. Over the timeline, there's Jones. A pass down to Corbis. He's on the wing. And a quick steal. As the ball is run down into the corner from the top of the key. Looks at the three, drives inside, goes to put one up. No good. Rebound goes back to Sutherlin. He put one up and drew a foul. And that takes number 10 to the foul line, Riley Courts. Here's a shot for Sutherlin. Ball's up and good. Scores 11-6. With the Bulldogs on top, there's a second shot from the foul line. Front of the bucket, no good. Rebound, Coquille. There's Jones down in the left-hand corner, brings it up to the wing, extended. About lost that ball. Down to the low post, the shot went up too strong. Second shot went up and drew a foul. And that foul will go against the Bulldogs. And that'll put on the foul line number 14. That'll be Talon Dubazar for the Red Devils. Shots up and no good. Second shot for Dubazar. Ball is up. And that puts a point on the board for him. 11-7. Sutherlin. Ball's coming into the front court. And that is Andrew Worley. Calvert. Back to Worley. Brings it out, top of the key. Pass down onto the wing. Right-hand side. Overhead pass is slapped away by Coquille. Picked back up by Sutherlin. And a timeout called on the Sutherlin side of the bench. With 54 seconds left in the first. Wow. Amazing speed on the Sutherlin side of the ball. Those guys are quick. Coquille's answering back. Sutherlin with a 4-point lead. Score is 11-7. Timeout clock winding down. 4 fouls on the Coquille side of the ball, 3 fouls on the Bulldog side of the ball. Our coaching staff is working over some plays on the sideline with the Red Devils. And timeout called. Referees are calling these guys back out onto the court. And both teams headed back out onto the court. .54 seconds left in the first. Sutherlin will be inbounding the ball. And Andrew Worley inbounding the ball from the sideline next to the Coquille bench. Into the Sutherlin front court. And the ball finds Calvert. Down onto the low post. Spin, put it up for two. Way too strong. Get a rebound, put it up again for two. That one made it. And that was Cafferata. Coquille bringing the ball into the front court. Corbus in the corner, drives, comes back out. Dubazar back to Corbus. Three-point shot goes up. Rebound. Coquille, they put two in the bucket. And he drew a foul. That'll take him to the foul line. That is number 14, Talon Dubazar, junior this year for Coquille Red Devils. One shot. Ball is up. Oh, all the way around the bucket and back out. No good. As Sutherlin brings the ball into the front court. Again, that's Worley. Down into the corner. Overhead pass, brings it onto the paint, then back out. Three-point shot goes up. No good. Rebound, Coquille. And that's the end of the first, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Sutherlin Bulldogs at 13. Coquille Red Devils at 9. And a minute before the second period starts. Our second period is brought to you by our friends out there at Milky Way Feed and Tack. Always some great deals out there at Milky Way, and got to keep my wife out of there. She finds that Montana silver when we go through the door. Would like to thank our friends so much at Farr's Hardware, Milky Way Feed and Tack, along with Inspired Ink Tattoo Shop. You should see the work that comes out of that tattoo shop. It is gorgeous, and they're down there next to the fruit stand there in Coquille, First Community Credit Union. Our friends at Coquille Tire keeping us safe out there on the road, along with our friends at MP Auto and Rigging out there on Highway 42 in Myrtle Point. And the second period about to begin. Sutherlin will take possession of the ball at the beginning of the second. 13-9 is the score. Bulldogs on top. And a cross-court pass is missed. That was intended for Colton Jacobs. So the ball will be turned over to the Red Devils. And inbound, Jones taking it over the timeline. Ball into the corner, onto the wing, slapped away, recovered by Coquille. Dubazar, top of the key, extended down into the corner, finds Jones. Corbus. Ball is brought back out. And Backman headed downtown and putting it up. Foul was called. No score. So Jones will be next to the Bulldog bench. He'll be inbounding into the front court. They find Backman. Pick is set for him. Corbus comes up to the line. No, I'm sorry. And that was... And the ball's moved down into the front court for Sutherlin. Worley, bounce pass comes inside. Now it's a jump ball for sure as they wrestle for it on the floor. Inbound for Coquille. Ball comes into the front court. That's Dubazar. Ball is almost stolen from him. Corbus with a three-point shot. Oh, they just gave him two. He must have stepped inside the line. Down into the corner. Worley puts up a three and sinks it. Coquille. Oh, steal. Stolen from the Red Devils. Taking it all the way down. The shot is denied. And a jump ball. Jones. And, of course, it'll stay in possession of Sutherlin. Sutherlin going to inbound that ball. Sutherlin in the front court, going back and forth. A pass all the way down the low post. Nobody home, but the shot was no good. DeBazar out to Jones. He'll take it over the timeline. Back out. Coquille. Backman taking it all the way up. He drew a foul on that play. Bulldogs with 2 fouls. From the foul line, Backman putting it up for Coquille. First shot is no good. Second shot for Coquille. Here's Backman from the foul line. The ball is up and no good. And we got Leaf checking in for the Red Devils. Ball will be inbound for Sutherlin. Pass finds Worley down into the corner. Overhead pass was missed and wound up on the Coquille bench. Will be turned over to the Red Devils. 16-11. And the ball is inbound. We got Robertson on the court. Find Corbus out on the wing, extended back to Leap. Leap drives forward, puts the shot up, it's slapped away. And Sutherlin brings it all the way downtown for a quick 2-point layup. It's 18-11, 5:24 left in the half. Ball is inbound, Coquille. Jones on the wing, extended, cross court to Backman. They find Corbus on the wing, extended. Backman, back to Corbus. Jones down on the wing, shot clock at 15. Shot goes up for 3, hits the bucket, no good. Rebound, goes back to Sutherlin. 3-point shot goes up, no good. Rebound, Coquille. A steal by Sutherlin brings the ball back down into the front court. Oh. Yeah. Got a Leaf was on the floor. And one of the other players came down and, looks like, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it, you guys. Pretty. Look at Leap. I know the guy's seeing stars, but he's getting really strong. What a powerhouse. Yeah. And there is a Sutherlin with the rebound. The shot went up, no good. Don't know what to say. On the baseline, Sutherlin will take the ball. And it's inbound. There's Worley. He drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Coquille. Long pass is knocked, a steal. Worley brings it back down into the front court. Coquille with the rebound, fighting for it. Not going to get that ball away from Corbus. And a foul against the Bulldogs. Coquille be inbounding the ball. 4:19 left in the half. Timeout called on the Coquille bench. 1 minute timeout. Well, they're attending to Peyton Leap right now, and he seems to be okay. Check on his condition in a minute. Coaching staff around him. Yeah, boy, I've called basketball for 11 years. I've never seen anything like that just happened. That's something else. Both teams on the sideline right now with their coaching staff as 20 seconds left in the timeout. And the timeout's been called. Coquille getting ready to take it back out onto the court. 4:19 left in the half. The score is 18-11, the Bulldogs. And Coquille inbounding the ball. That's Johnson taking it over the timeline. Corbus circling around, had the ball taken away from him. Sutherlin, a pass kept alive. 3-point shot goes up and they sink it. 21-11, 10-point lead. As Coquille tries to get the ball to the low post, Corbus with a three-pointer goes up, no good. Gets his own rebound. The ball goes up for two. And they put two on the board. Sutherlin with a fast run back down as the lane closed up. Ball comes back out. Top of the key with an overhead pass is picked up by Worley. No, that's Jacobs. 3-point shot goes up, no good. Ball comes inside, hits the paint, goes up for two. Too strong, Coquille ball. Backman down into the corner. At the low post, they find Jones. Slapped away, out of bounds at the baseline. 21-13 with 2:54 left in the half. Coquille inbounding the ball. Picked up by Corbus. Top of the key, Backman. Back to Jones. Back across. Backman trying to swing it around. Oh, and they call a charge on the guy trying to make it to the low post. Holy smokes. Deegan Johnson trying to get to the low post. And they call a charge on him. So the ball is inbound. And from the corner, another three-pointer goes up, hits the front of the bucket. No good. Coquille with the rebound. Corbus taking it all the way downtown, trying to lay it up, and he does. Beautiful work. As Coquille tries to close the gap, it's 21-15 now with 2 minutes left in the half. And Sutherlin bringing the ball into the front court. A fast pass down into the low post. They put it up for two. And that was Noah Magana. Bounce pass. Coquille puts it up for three. Not strong enough, just to the edge of the basket. But Coquille will stay in possession of the ball. It went off the hands of a Sutherlin player. And the pass is way out. Almost stolen by Sutherlin. Low post shot goes up too strong. Corbus putting it up. No good. As Sutherlin brings the ball from the backcourt into the front. Moves off to the right-hand side, spins, puts a shot up for two, and that was Hunter Van Buren. 25-15, Sutherlin with a 10-point lead. Beaverzard drives in, it closes up, ball comes back out, there's Backlund. 3-point shot goes up, no good. And the rebound goes back to Sutherlin with 1:10. Timeout called on the Sutherlin bench. Looks like Mr. Leap is doing okay. They've got him a little bit of ice. Boy, that was a lousy shot that guy took. Holy smokes. As the timeout winds down, both teams on the sideline with their coaching staff. Pretty good sized crowd left the arena after the young ladies game. And that breaks the huddle for the Red Devils. They need to get out there onto the court before they get a time violation. They're headed on out. Sutherlin inbounding the ball, bringing it into their front court. And that's Worley. A bounce pass down onto the wing. They drive to the low post, and the ball comes back out. Coquille with the steal. Jones from the top of the key. Three-pointer goes up. Beautiful shot. Sutherlin inbounding the ball. And again, that is Worley, Andrew Worley, bringing it over the timeline. And a bounce pass off the foot of Coquille goes out of bounds. And so will remain a Sutherlin ball. And they'll put Worley on the sideline. He'll be inbounding. Ball is inbound and back to Worley. Heads off towards the top of the key. Tries to drive inside. Lane closes up. Overhead pass back out onto the wing. And a bounce pass back out onto the sideline. Comes back out, top of the key. And there's Worley. He drives inside. He's going to call a foul against Backman. And Worley on the baseline. He'll be inbounding. Shot went up for three, no good. Rebound went back to Sutherlin. Ball comes back out, top of the key. Tries to get the shot up for two, no good. And that's the end of the half, ladies and gentlemen. With the score, the Sutherlin Bulldogs at 25 and the Coquille Red Devils at 18. Les Schwab Tire Center halftime report. And we are going to try and see if we can't get in touch with Mr. Lee, who can't be at the game tonight. But we're going to see if we can make contact with him right now. Okay, Mr. Lee. How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. Are we on?
Yes, sir, we're on.
Man, I tell you what, congratulations to those Lady Red Devils. They played a heck of a game with that 11-point deficit coming back. I know we lost by 5, but still, that was a heck of a ball game.
Yeah, it certainly was. Yeah, and they pulled it up. They pulled it up tight. I remember however, the Coquille victory over Sutherlin was a 10-pointer, and it was homecoming night out here at Sutherlin, and they were really determined to get that win.
I tell you, it was a lot closer than I thought it would be for a while. But you know, once again, it looks like we'll be traveling to South Umpqua though for Friday night's game, and we'll wrap that up, and we'll find out, I think, by Friday what's going on. We might be able to have a bye in the first round. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we'll be looking into that.
Yeah. I knew that this game was kind of pivotal for the Lady Red Devils. We'll see how that works out. I was looking forward to it. Maybe a little home court playoff would have been great.
Yeah. I think we might still be able to have that home court advantage. It's going to be a question, really, is if we get a bye in the first round or not. I think that's what it boils down to.
Right.
But still, great game. We've always had to battle Sutherlin. They've got the height on us, and I mean they're a fantastic ball club. You can't take it away.
Absolutely. And I really have to hand it to the faculty and the staff here. They've been very accommodating, very gracious. It's wonderful folks.
Tell you what, it's great. I'm not there physical, but I'm there with you in spirit. It's been tough, man, just watching it on YouTube for sure.
Yeah. Well, how are you doing after today?
Well, surprisingly, I'm doing really well. My arm's going to be taking a nap probably for about another 6 hours.
Okay.
Maybe a little less, but everything came out okay. The doc said everything was good and was able to put everything back together. And so he even said, depending on how I feel, I might be able to be there with you Friday night. So.
Outstanding. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I hope you're healing like a teenager out there.
A lot of prayer goes a long way.
Yes, sir. It certainly does. Yeah.
But, I've been watching the fellas here too, and Sutherlin has always been a tough one with the fellas also. And
absolutely.
Man, I tell you what, I saw Leaf. He just getting stepped on there. Obviously not intentional.
Right.
But still, I was able to rewind it and watch it a couple times, and that fella was just coming down court, following the shot, and stepped on. It looked like he stepped on Leaf's his head or his face.
Yeah, he stepped. A good thing that Peyton had his head turned sideways. He stepped on his head, but I don't know, man. I mean, he sprung right back up. I look to see him back on the court here in the second half. I mean, Peyton, that guy's like a rock, man. He's tough.
Yeah. Well, and hopefully the fellas will be able to have a comeback, in that second half. As you know, Sutherlin has got some pretty good three-point shooters as well.
Absolutely.
Going into halftime, I mean, granted they're 7 down, but the girls were 11 down, almost won that game. So I got high hopes for the boys as well.
Oh yeah. We've always got, and we've been cheering these Red Devils on. As like you say, it's a new team and a new coaching staff. Everything's being gelled together this year, and in spite of all of that, they're doing really well.
Absolutely, they are. So I just look forward to a great second half. Thanks to you and Sonny for bringing the game. And we'll talk later in the week and see about me getting down there with you to South Umpqua.
Okay, sir. Well, our prayers are with you. Thank you so much for calling in and joining us for halftime. And you take best of care, and we look forward to seeing you at the end of the week.
Time shows brought to you by none other than Les Schwab Tire Center.
That's right. Coquille, Coos Bay, North Bend, and Reedsport, never far from a Les Schwab. That's outstanding.
Thanks so much. I'll talk with you soon.
You betcha. Take best of care. We'll see you soon.
Okay,
bye-bye. All right. Well, that was awesome. We got a chance to hear from Lee, who had went in today for some shoulder surgery and had that taken care of. So bless his heart, he's on the mend, and they took good care of him out there at good old Bay Area Hospital. So we're looking forward to seeing him with us this Friday. That would be great if he could get out. Talk about a speedy recovery. It's everybody knows any of you guys that are getting up in your years, we don't heal like we used to. So it's great when we get a quick recovery, and so our thoughts and prayers are with Lee while he's healing up. And the teams will come back out onto the court in just a couple of minutes. I'd like to run through our sponsors one more time. These are the folks that bring you the game. Coquille Supply, of course, and our broadcast booth is sponsored by Coastal Coffee. And I understand they have a new location. I'm not sure if it's in North Bend or Coos Bay, but find out about that for you and let you folks know. And the pre- and post-game reports brought to you by the city of Coquille. Of course, halftime is brought to you folks by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Been supporters of the Coquille Red Devils for as long as I can remember, and Athlete of the game is brought to you by Amling Schroeder Funeral Service. Fars Hardware is in the mix right there, supporting the Coquille Red Devils along with Milky Way Feed and Tack. Always some great deals up there. East Fork Lumber Company and Inspired Ink Tattoo Shop. We have the First Community Credit Union and our friends at Coquille Tire out there on 42. MP Auto and Rigging also in 42 in Myrtle Point. The Highway Deli Mart, great spot for gas, diesel, propane, munchies, and worms when it's time to go fishing. Once in a while, you can pick up some worms and head out to the river and try and get a few trout. There's Umpqua Bank, Myrtle Veterinarian Hospital, which is, I understand, a very impressive facility. If you guys have any animals need any care, you can look into that, along with Roseburg Forest Products, CarQuest Auto Parts, Econo Rooter, Brown Trucking and Development, O'Neill's Overhead Doors and Continuous Gutters in Coos Bay, Midwest Coast Flooring, they're out there by the airport, Coos Bay Toyota, Norway Land and Livestock, and our friends at the Sawdust Theater. Thank you so much for your support of the Coquille Red Devils. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the sponsors that are bringing you the game tonight. So both teams have come back out onto the court. And looks like Mr. Leap is without his ice and without the towel he had on his head. So I look to see him getting back out onto the court. He's a very determined young man. He's quite a very impressive athlete and a definite asset to the Coquille Red Devil bench. So it's good to see Peyton back out on the bench and without all the stuff on his head. It looks like he's feeling better. He's discussing the game with his teammates. And the Bulldogs are down at the other end of the court. They're warming up, making, as Lee pointed out, they've got some very impressive three-point shooters out there. And they are an impressive basketball team. So hats off to the Bulldogs as well. And they are very gracious hosts, as I mentioned. So our clock is winding down. 2 minutes now before we get back out there on the court. See some of the Lady Red Devils moving around in the crowd out here and visiting with, apparently they have quite a few friends in Sutherlin. So, you know, it's wonderful, the OSAA. You know, if you put it all into a pot and melted it down, it'd be one big family. Lee and I have traveled all over the state to call games, and wherever we go, we run into people we know. So, a lot of fun here in the high school sports arena, as it were. Right now, the Red Devils are going through some plays with their coaching staff. Same thing happening out there on the Bulldog side of the ball. And I'll tell you, one of those three-point shooters for the Bulldogs, Xavier Caffarata, a very impressive young man and only a sophomore standing at 5'11", can really throw down. D'Artagnan Calvert also some very impressive three-point shots. The Bulldogs in the lead right now. The score is 25-18. We're hoping that the Coquille Red Devils can close that gap. As the game continues, the third period is opening up, and the third period is brought to you guys by East Fork Lumber Company. So we hope you're enjoying the game. And the coach is about to close it up. Halftime is over in 20 seconds. Thank you so much to the Les Schwab Tire Center for supporting the Coquille Red Devils halftime presentation, halftime report. And both teams coming back out onto the court for the beginning of the third period. Clock is set for an 8-minute period, and Coquille will take possession of the ball. Waiting for the official, and the ball to be inbound for Coquille. There's Jones coming over the timeline. Back to Loop. He's on the court, taking it all the way up, and he gets a travel as he slips in some perspiration or something on the court. Official looks at it and shrugs, and the ball is inbound. Sutherlin taking it over the timeline. And the ball makes it down onto the wing on the left-hand side. Top of the key, three-point shot goes up And they sink that. It's 28-18. Sutherlin with a 10-point lead at the beginning of the third. As Coquille brings the ball into the front court. Going for a layup. The shot is blocked. And they're going to put a foul against Sutherlin. That foul goes against Aaron LePray. On the foul line, Peyton Leap. Here's a shot for the Red Devils. Ball is up, hits the front of the bucket, no good. Checking in for Sutherlin is Noah Magana. Second shot up, no good. The rebound goes back to Sutherlin. And a pass, quick pass, takes it down. 2-point shot goes up, no good. Rebound Sutherlin. Ball goes back out to the corner. 3-point shot goes up and they sink it. 31-18. Coquille gets the ball down to the low post. Corbis puts a shot up. 31-20 as that shot is good. And a long pass to the low post. Shot goes up for two, and they sink that. As Coquille brings the ball into their front court. They drive forward, and the rebound goes back to Sutherlin. Long pass takes it all the way down. And a charge against Corbin Jacobs. Jones taking that charge for Coquille. The ball's turned over. Inbound. And Red Devils bringing that ball into their front court. That's Johnson. Overhead pass to the low post. Finds Corbis. Bounce pass to Dubazar. Quick layup. Puts two on the board. 22-33. As Sutherlin brings the ball into their front court. Ball moves back down onto the corner. And driving forward. Putting a shot up for two. No good. Coquille with the rebound. Red Devils bringing it all the way home. Ball goes out of bounds off of one of the Sutherlin players. It'll be a Coquille ball. Red Devils on the baseline, inbounding, and ball is picked up. That's Johnson. Out to Dubazar. As he circles around the top of the key to get it down to Jones. Back out to Dubazar. Leap looks at a three-pointer. He drives inside, gets it out to Jones. Jones looks at the three, puts it up, no good. And be a white ball as Coquille stepped out of bounds at the baseline. Ball is inbound for Sutherlin. A slow stroll takes it over the timeline. The pass back out onto the wing. Then at the top of the key, back to the wing left. Back out to the top of the key again, Corbin Jacobs. Ball makes it to the low post. It spins, goes to put it up for two. No good. Coquille ball. Lee bringing it into the front court. And a pass. Back out to the top of the key. Drives forward, spins, puts it up for two. Didn't quite make it. And the rebound back to Sutherlin as they take it into the front court. Stops at the top of the key and passes out. Ball almost stolen away. Down into the corner, drive up, and a shot to the low post, out of bounds at the baseline. Good defense, Coquille. Down by 11 points with 4:54 left in the third. 33-22 Coquille. Sutherlin will be inbounding the ball at their low post. And the ball went up, no good. Rebound Coquille. Oh, man. They called Peyton Leap on a travel. Guy was on his knees getting up with the ball. Wow. From the baseline, Sutherlin inbounding. Ball is picked up and the shot is denied. And they'll call a foul on that as well. Wow. waiting for a change of the guard out here. And here's a shot from the foul line. Ball went up, and the shot's no good. On the foul line for Sutherlin is Hunter Van Buren, junior this year. He'll get another shot. A bounce pass to him. Here's a shot for the Bulldogs. Ball is up, and beautiful shot, nothing but net. Coquille with the rebound. They're going to have to inbound that ball. And Red Devils have the ball in the front court. There's Jones on the wing extended. They find Backman, top of the key. Ball circles around, comes back. Backman looks at a three, drives inside. Ball comes back out to Jones, top of the key. They find Johnson. And Dubazar back and forth. Johnson driving, bringing it up, and a nice layup by Jones. Beautiful shot. Sutherlin bringing the ball into their front court. Backman slapping that away. And the ball will be turned over. Dubazar inbound to Johnson. And a bounce pass back to Dubazar in the front court. Backman. Dubazar brings it in. Shot goes up, no good. Coquille gets it. No, trying to get the rebound. Sutherlin inbounding the ball. And over the timeline. Jacobs. Pass back down. Taking it to the low post. The shot goes up, ball comes back out. From the top of the key, three-pointer goes up, no good. Rebound, Coquille. Back to Backman. Gets to the low post. Puts the shot up, and the shot is blocked. Oh, two-point layup. Quick layup by Coquille brings him up to 26. Down by 8 as they try to close the gap. Sutherlin bringing it into their front court. Bolton Jacobs. Ball finds its way down under the wing to Worley. And a quick layup, no good. Rebound went up, no good. Now a three-point shot from Worley goes up, no good. And Coquille gets the rebound. Backman on the wing. Pick a set for him as he drives inside. And a foul called. Jones on the baseline for Coquille to inbound. And the ball is slapped away from him. They take it all the way down. Too strong, no layup. Backman run into a player down here at the low post. It's good. 37-26. The Red Devils bring the ball in. And the crowd not really agreeing with some of the calls that are being made out here. And some of the calls that are not being made out here. That's great when you get audience participation here at the basketball games. Jones finds the ball on the wing, looks at a three, but he drives inside, puts it up for two, too strong, off the glass, and the rebound goes back to Sutherlin. As the third period winds down, minute 35 left. Ball at the top of the key. Almost slapped away by Coquille. And a jump ball. Timeout called on the Sutherlin side of the bench. Wow, it's been a very fast-paced, very aggressive basketball game out here. It's good to see Peyton Leet back up on his feet after he took one heck of a shot. He fell to the deck, and one of the players ran by, actually stepped on his head. But, I mean, 5 minutes later, that guy shook it off. He was up and ready to play ball. So very impressive. The speed, strength, and agility of this young man is notable, that's for sure. And it looks like our timeout, full 1 minute timeout, is winding down. Coach for the Red Devils going over some plays here on the sideline. Same thing happening with the Bulldogs down on the other end of the court. And our teams are being called back out onto the court right now. That's the full timeout. Our teams have to get out on the court. And the Red Devils are headed out. Minute 22 left in the third. Ball is inbound. Sutherlin ball. Ball finds Jacob out there on the wings. He drives inside. Nowhere to go. And the layup is too strong. And they're going to call that shot off. And a foul against the Red Devils. That's 4 fouls against them. That foul went against Johnson. Jones coming onto the court. That's going to give Deegan Johnson a breather. Sutherlin on the baseline, inbounding their ball. A bounce pass takes it inside. Spins for a quick layup, draws a foul. Shot was no good. And so that takes to the foul line number 25, Hunter Van Buren. 6'2" junior this year. And the auditorium gets pretty quiet. Here's a shot from the foul line for the Bulldogs. Beautiful. This young man didn't even move the net. One more shot from the foul line for Sutherlin. Here's the shot. Ball's up. And beautiful. 39-26 as Coquille brings the ball on the court. Jones brings it over the timeline. Pass back out to Fisher. Down to Backman on the other side of the court. He's going to get double teamed out there. A bounce pass takes it back out to Dubazar as he drives forward. Shot goes up from the foul line. And he draws a foul. So on the foul line for Coquille. Talon Dubazar, a junior this year. Here's a shot for the Red Devils. Little strong, hit the bucket, came back out. One more shot. Ball is up. And good. That puts a point on the board for the Red Devils as Sutherlin gets the ball inbound and into their front court just that fast. The third period is winding down. 40 seconds left. A bounce pass from the top of the key to the wing down into the corner. Get the ball to the low post and they lose control of the ball. Coquille comes up with it. As one of the players dives for him. Both players out of bounds at the sideline. And the officials are bringing the ball down to the other end of the court. So Dubazar was fouled on his attempt to go up. So here's a shot from the foul line for Coquille. And that puts a point on the board. One more shot. And ball is up. No good. Rebound back to Sutherlin. And that is Jacobs taking it down into the front court. Pass back over into the wing. They drive forward from the corner. Overhead pass. And a bounce pass to the low post. Shot goes up, too strong, gets his own rebound. Second time's the winner. 41-28 as the third period winds down. Jones bringing it into the front court. Takes a long shot, and no good. That's the end of the third, ladies and gentlemen, with the score. The Bulldogs at 41 and the Red Devils at 28. Coquille, between the second and the third, put 10 points on the board. And it looks like 15 points for Sutherlin. 16 points, rather. We'll be going into the fourth period. And the fourth period is brought to you guys by O'Neill's Overhead Doors and Continuous Gutters. We hope you've enjoyed the game. Fourth period about to start in about 30 seconds. Coaches are winding their teams up for the final period of the game. And they're being called out onto the court. Okay. So we're beginning the fourth period. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 41-28 with the Bulldogs on top. Sutherlin with the inbound ball into their front court. And that's Colton Jacobs, top of the key. Onto the wing, looking for somewhere to go with that ball. A bounce pass to the low post. Shot goes up for two, too strong. And out of bounds off the hands of Sutherlin. Be a Coquille ball. Inbound, finds Jones. And a long pass finds Corbis on the wing. Down into the corner, Backman. Circles around, finds Jones back down to Dubazar. Working the ball around the key. Ball goes up for a three, no good. And kept alive, but into the hands of Sutherlin. Back and forth. The ball will be turned over. No, they're calling a foul. And they're going to call that foul against Corbis. Oh, Gavin Fisher, rather. So Sutherlin will be inbounding the ball. Long pass. Brings it up to the top of the key. They drive inside. Spin, loses the ball. Coquille brings it down into their front court. Corbis trying to take it all the way home, and a nice layup he put in. Ball back to Sutherlin. And there's Colton Jacobs taking it over the timeline. Stops shy of the top of the key. Ball moves down to Jacobs on the wing. Bounce pass to the low post. Coming back out. And out of bounds at the sideline. Nobody home. Red Devils getting ready to inbound the ball. Waiting for the official. The ball is inbound. And that's Johnson bringing it over the timeline. Stops shy of the top of the key. They find Leap. He looks at a three-pointer. Ball comes back out to Jones. Drives back and forth. Back out to Leap. Top of the key. Fisher puts up a three. Into the bucket and back out. No good. Johnson. Rebound with two. Leap trying to keep the game alive. Gets the ball back out onto the court, but Sutherlin gets their hands on it, and they take it all the way to the low post for a quick layup. There's two, 43-30. Coquille bringing that ball back down into the front court. Fisher over the timeline, and they find Johnson. Back to Corbis. Back out and down into the corner. Jones looks at a three. Play is stopped. I didn't see the foul, but apparently there's a turnover, and Sutherlin will take possession of the ball. Ball is inbound. And Sutherlin with a slow stroll over the timeline. The bounce pass out. And went off of one of the Sutherlin players, so Coquille will get a turnover. Corbus inbound to Jones. Over the timeline. The ball is... White pushing with both hands, I hear the official saying. Foul called against Sutherlin. And Jones will go to the baseline to inbound the ball for Coquille. Checking in is Hunter Van Buren for Sutherlin. Jones inbound to Leap. Leap spins, gets caught on a travel. He's triple teamed down there on the court. Sutherlin over the timeline, moves off to the left-hand side. Ball on the wing. As they drive to the low post, put it up too strong, the give and go. Van Buren puts it in for two. It's 45-30 as Coquille brings the ball over the timeline. Timeout called on the Coquille bench. Boy, it's been all uphill here at Sutherlin tonight. The junior varsity lost their game. The girls lost their game. And the boys have 5 minutes to try and pull their victory. Going to be tough. The Bulldogs are ahead by 15 with a score of 45. Coquille, a hard-fought game. These guys have put a lot of effort into this game. They are a hard-playing team for sure. And to be a new team this season, they've held their own. They've done very well for a new team with a new coaching staff. And next year we will see them a little more gelled with each other, as it were, for lack of a better term. And of course, this team will practice all summer. So when fall comes, they could be a more seasoned team. And a steal by Sutherlin down in the back court. Leap putting the pressure on. The ball moving in over the timeline. Top of the key and driving inside. Three-pointer goes up and they sink that. It's 48-30. Coquille trying to get the ball down here. Run into Dubazar and foul him. And that foul goes against number 13, D'Artagnan Calvert. Coquille inbounding the ball. There's Leap. He spins, puts it up for two. 32-48. 4:43 left in the game. Sutherlin brings it in. Top of the key. Lane closes up. Fakes a pass. And the ball moves back out to the top of the key. And they're going to charge. They're going to call a foul against Dubazar. And Backman will be checking in for Corbus. Ball is inbound. Top of the key extended. Sutherlin in possession. As he takes it all the way downtown, the ball goes up, no good. Rebound, Coquille. Quick steal by Sutherlin, and a bounce pass intended for the low post is missed and out of bounds. That ball will go to Coquille. Inbound, Red Devil ball. There's Jones. He'll be bringing it over the timeline. Almost intercepted with a pass to Dubazar. The three-point shot goes up, no good. And a foul is going to go against Bulldog number 1, Corbin Jacobs. That'll put Dubazar on the foul line for 2. Here's the shot. And that's good. Beautiful shot. Puts a point on the board for the Red Devils. 33-48. And checking in is Andrew Worley for Sutherlin. Second shot's up, and it's good. Ball is inbound for Sutherlin. 4 minutes left in the game. On the wing, left-hand side. Ball moves out to the top of the key. Drive inside, and a foul called. And that foul against Coquille Red Devil number 4, Drew Robertson. So they'll be inbounding next to their bench, Sutherlin. Ball is at the top of the key in the front court. They drive from the elbow. Shot was denied. Good work by Robertson. On the baseline, Sutherlin inbounding. 48-34, Bulldogs on top. And he looks at the three-pointer as it comes inside, but from the lane line, he puts it up for 2, no good. Coquille with the rebound. Triple teamed as he makes the pass. Jones gets back down. There's Leap. Puts up a 3. Oh, and to Dubazar at the low post. And he's fouled. That foul goes against number 25, Hunter Van Buren. And we've got Dubazar on the foul line for Coquille. Talon Dubazar, here's the shot. First shot's good. Second shot, very nice. 35-48. Sutherlin with the ball in the front court. Bounce pass down onto the wing. Pass working the ball all the way around the key. Drives to the low post, puts it up, and he's fouled. And that'll take to the foul line number 3, that is Colton Jacobs for the Bulldogs. 50-35. 5 fouls on the Red Devil side, 4 fouls on the Bulldog side, and here's the first shot for the Bulldogs. Ball's up, no good. Ball's in play. Leap, bringing it over the timeline. They find Dubazar down in the corner, back up the Leap. Overhead, Backman puts up a 3, and he sinks it. Beautiful shot. And back to Sutherlin. We got Colton Jacobs bringing it over the timeline with a leisurely stroll. And he bounce passes the ball back onto the wing on the right-hand side, looking for somewhere. Bounce pass, brings it back out, wing left. Looks at a 3, drives inside, going for a 2, no good. Rebound Coquille. Dubazar with a quick way up for 2. Ball inbound. There we go. Now we're calling those fouls. And the ball will be turned over to the Red Devils. They'll be inbounding back court. Jones. Yeah, bring it over the timeline. Works it away from the ball. Is slapped away from him. Sutherlin ball. Taking it all the way to low post. Too strong. Rebound. Back to Sutherlin. Ball goes up again. No good. Rebound Coquille. 2 minutes left in the game. 10-point lead. Sutherlin will score 50. Timeout called on the Coquille side of the ball. Man, it's been a tough game. Minute 52 left in the game. The score is the Bulldogs 50 and the Red Devils at 40. 5 fouls against Coquille and 4 fouls against Sutherlin. And that's the timeout called. Teams have 10 seconds to get out on the court before they get a time violation. So closing it up and hustling back out onto the court. That's it. Let's play ball. Teams coming back out onto the court. Again, a minute 52 left in the game, fourth period. Jones will be inbounding. Dubazar. They find Leap on the wing. He spins. Oh, overhead pass. Just a little high. Dubazar missed it out of bounds on the sideline. And Aaron Lepre inbounding for Sutherlin. As they move the ball into the front court. Again, that's Jacobs. Lepre. Oh, and a pass is slapped away by Coquille. Corbus checking in. And Sutherlin will inbound the ball. Again, that is Colton Jacobs on the baseline. Overhead pass. Oh, missed, but recovered by Sutherlin. And lane closes up. Can't make the shot, but there's a whistle. Time violation, too many in the key. And the ball is inbound. Minute 23 left. Jones picks it up. Dubazar brings it over the top. Brian Leap. Out to Corbus. He puts up a three. Hits the bucket, no good. Rebound Sutherlin. Long pass into the front court for Sutherlin. Trying to get it down to the low post to find the corner. Looks at a three, but decides not to take it. Ball comes back out top of the key. Drives to the low post. Putting up a shot, but it draws a foul. And that'll take to the foul line Corbin Jacobs for the Bulldogs. 2 shots. First shot for Sutherlin is up. And it's good. Word from the official, one more shot. Here's a shot from the foul line. Ball is up and it's good. 52-40, 51 seconds left in the game. Lee bringing it on down into the front court. Caught on a travel. He lost his footing. The court is wet out there or something and slipped, and they gave the poor guy a travel. Sutherlin will be inbounding the ball. And they get it to Jacobs. Clock is winded down. 40 seconds. Shot went up and it's no good. We're going to get him with a charge and 5 fouls against the Bulldogs now. Coquille inbounding. Yeah, down there trying to clean up that court. I haven't seen. There's the first towel, and that is exactly where Lee slipped on the last play. And they've decided to do a little court maintenance now with 38 seconds left in the game. It's the first time I've seen the court be dried up. Been a lot of slipping and sliding during this game. And now Coquille will inbound. Got 38 seconds left. Jones gets it down to the timeline, and timeout called again by Coquille. 35.9 seconds left, and the Bulldogs with a 12-point lead. Going over the last play of the game, see if we can get 2 more on the board. Timeout winding down. There's the first buzzer and the second. There we are. Let's get our teams out onto the court. 35.9 seconds left. Coquille to inbound the ball. Inbound to Corbis. He gives it a 3-point shot. No good. Rebound back to Sutherlin. And a foul called. That foul's going to go against Drew Robertson. And that'll take number 3. Colton Jacobs to the foul line. 27 seconds left on the board. Here's the first shot. It's up and no good. And from the foul line, waiting for the official. Second shot for Sutherland is up and it's good. Puts a point on the board. 54-40. 53 rather. And the ball is inbound. 27 seconds left. 3-point, but Jones goes up. No good. And a whistle on the play. Stopped it. Sutherland going to inbound the ball in the back court. Ball is inbound. And over the timeline. And they're going to let that clock wind down, and that will be the game, ladies and gentlemen, with the score tonight. The Sutherlin Bulldogs at 53, and the Coquille Red Devils at 40. And a little bit of a post-game report. I'll tell you, it was all up and almost the same with Sutherlin. Scored at 25. At the end of the third, 28-41 for Sutherlin, and the game wrapped up 53-40. Sutherlin with the victor. Heck of a good ball game tonight, and hats off to Sutherlin Bulldogs, an outstanding basketball team. Folks, we're going to be in, Friday night. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank for Friday night. South Umpqua, that's it. Thank you, Sonny. Yeah, we'll be at South Umpqua Friday night, and hopefully Mr. Lee will be with us. We hope that you guys will join us at that time. The season is winding down. That's the last official league game of the season before we go into the playoffs, so we hope you'll join us. Tip-off will be at 5:30. And South Umpqua versus Coquille. We'll hope you join us then. Until then, everybody stay safe and stay well. And we'll see you then Friday evening. Good night, everyone.